Be your own best beautiful. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Riri, and if you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and indie brands. Today's video is a full face of first impressions. Alright beauties, before we dive in, please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you like what you see, subscribe down below, and turn on your little bell right down there so you'll get notified of future videos. I am very excited to dive into a full face of first impressions. Y'all know my first impressions videos can be very long. I try to do things in real time and try to be as thorough as I can be. Y'all know what I say. If this video gets too long for you, honey, grab your tacos and your tequila, your milk and cookies, your Doritos, your Cheetos, your Fritos, whatever's your pleasure, and sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I greatly appreciate you being here in advance. So I have a lot of super exciting new makeup to test out. Some of this is new on the market, so to speak, and some of it's just new to me. I'll be testing out the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. I got a little sample of the new Tarte Hydroflex Serum Foundation. Very excited to test that out. I have a new IT Cosmetics blush. I don't think this is a new product, but I've never personally tried it. I have the Kosas, the Sun Show Moisturizing and Baked Bronzer, y'all. We're going to put it to the test. I have the new Glow Obsessions by Huda Beauty, the mini face palette, the highlighter. I'm going to test out my Ico mascara and my lash curler. We have some Jaclyn Cosmetics to try. We're going to try our new Wonder Beauty concealer. I have some new brow products to test as well. So we are going to dive in. So first up, we're going to dive into the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. And this says it is a hydrating, long-lasting makeup. It is for hydrating, long-lasting makeup wear for all skin. So we're going to test this out. So I'm going to get a little dropper full. I don't smell anything at all, which I like. I don't mind a softer, like more delicate scent for skincare products. As long as it's not too overly scented, then I'm okay with it. But I like that it does not have a scent to it. It really just does feel like a serum. It feels nice and light. There's no tackiness or no stickiness to it. I do see some glow. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna let this sit for just a second. Okay, next up, we're diving into the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. I did get medium tan sand, so hopefully it's my shade. They do offer a mini for like $15, I think, and then the regular price is around $39. They do have quite a bit of shades, and Tarte is a cruelty-free brand. This does say shake well. Again, I got medium tan sand. I'm in between shades, you guys, because normally I'm not quite this tan. I mean, I'm way tanner than I look on camera. I'm not typically this tan this early in the season. So, yeah, I have no foundations that really actually match me right now. So it has a little squeezy tube. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. That actually looks perfect. I'm going to go in with a brush, just that is my preferred method. But with products like this, more of a serum or a quite liquidous, you know, more runny foundation, for lack of a better term, I like to use a brush, and I still do like kind of my little stippling motions the way that I typically do. And then I will start to smooth it out and kind of bring the product down. I don't smell anything. If anything at all, I'm smelling just kind of like a very light, like soapy scent. You could definitely, with a serum foundation or like a tinted moisturizer type product, go in with a sponge. You can go in with your fingers, whatever your preference is. And y'all know I do half of the complexion and show you up close and personal. I don't know that's going to really cover my little friend right here that decided to make an appearance. But I'm okay with that. You guys know I'm a less is more beauty. I'm going to take these earrings out, as beautiful as they are, at least till we get the foundation done, y'all. Okay, so you will tend, I feel like, to use a little bit more product when you're using a product like this. That doesn't bother me, but I'm just noting it. I used everything on my hand for this side of the complexion. Now I'll go in, and guys, I'm not going to put any products up here at all, like very close to my eye, if I know that I'm going in with concealer. Especially as we mature, less is more, honey, okay? We don't want to add to the creasing. We don't want to add to any kind of dryness or anything like that. So definitely light coverage, light verging on medium. I can still definitely see a lot of friends peeking through. I see some like spots and things like that sticking through. But it gives me enough coverage and enough of a veil that it cancels out my redness. And typically that's kind of all I'm asking for. So we'll get up close and personal. So you can see this side, acne scarring, hyperpigmentation. I definitely have a lot of spotting. I have dark spots. I have light spots. We have some broken capillaries, things like that, and a lot of redness. And then after, I actually like it. I think it looks really, really pretty. I love that even with kind of a more glowy serum, and this is a serum foundation, I was nervous about that. It's not too dewy. It's not so overly glowy that I look sweaty or, you know, intensely oily. So I like it. Definitely, you know, of course you can see, you know, I see my little friend peeking through. You can see a couple spots. But the redness and things like that have been blurred away. So I really like it. I literally feel like I'm wearing nothing on the skin. So I love that, especially for summertime. I don't want something that is overly heavy, anything that's going to make me just kind of feel gross. So I'm going to do this side and I will be RB. All right, beauties, we are back, y'all. I like this a whole lot. I might be jumping the gun a little bit. But I really like this so far. I have a lot of errands and stuff to run today. I have to go do my grandma's grocery shopping, things like that. And of course, it's warm here. So we're going to put it to the test. I will, of course, pin a comment or leave it in the description box as far as, you know, long wearability, things like that. But I really like the balance of having that little bit of coverage and it being dewy and kind of lit from within, but it's not overly dewy. It's not oily. It's not greasy or anything like that. And it literally, to me, is weightless. This is the Wander Beauty Dualist Matte and Illuminating Concealer. I did get the shade Light, but I ordered this like 2 months ago on my Boxy pop-up. So we're probably going to go in with a very little tiny amount of this. I thought this is such a cool, clever idea to have a matte kind of concealer stick on one side. Super old school. Brings back some memories, honey. And then we have an illuminating liquid concealer on this side. So y'all know I'm going in with the illuminating side. I'm literally putting a tiny dot here and here. It smells kind of Play-Doh-y. I don't really like the scent of it. But I do like the component. I think it's super cool. I think it's very travel friendly now that we're traveling again, y'all. Okay. And I'm going to just blend this out very, very quickly with a beauty blender. Now I'm going to assume since it is a more thin illuminating concealer, it's going to give me more of a veil and kind of brighten the under eye as opposed to giving me a ton of, you know, coverage, which I'm okay with that. I do have a little bit of dark circles, but, you know, they're not terrible. And again, you guys know I am a less is more beauty. Okay, I definitely feel like it is quite light coverage. I don't even feel like it may have given me a little veil of coverage. It's okay. We will see how it wears throughout the day. I definitely like the consistency of it. It doesn't feel dry or thick or anything like that. But again, it is a, you know, like a more moisturizing, illuminating concealer. And I'm going to quickly go in with my Hourglass Veil Powder, just a tiny bit. You guys know, again, less is more for me. And we're going to set the under eye. And if this were not a serum foundation, most foundations I don't really set typically, just because I do have drier skin. I don't really have an issue with things kind of, you know, moving, budging, things like that. And then for the perimeter of my face, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And y'all look, I hit pan, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm going to literally very lightly dust this. So, highly recommend you set this foundation. And I'm interested to see too, now that I am kind of adding, you know, powder products to it, do I still kind of get that little bit of radiance or does it start to kind of become dry? Because I really like the texture of it. I like the finish of it, the consistency, everything. It feels nice on the complexion. And then I'm going to go in as I always do. And I'm going to spray my complexion. This just helps to ensure that everything is really melting into the skin, becoming one with the skin, as opposed to sitting on top of the skin. And you can use this, you know, kind of technique even if you have oily skin. It doesn't matter if you have dry skin or not. Sometimes, you know, we just apply too much powder, too many powder products, and it can just start to look a little bit cakey. Y'all know I don't like that. Okay, that life is not for me. Now, we're going to test the Kosas The Sun Show Moisturizing Baked Bronzer in Medium Golden Bronze. I'm going to very, very lightly tap in. And again, I always start at the back because I don't mind it being a little bit more kind of more richly pigmented back toward the back of the hairline back here. And then we'll softly diffuse it out this way. Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. And I'm all about, again, anything glowy, dewy, we know this. I'm all about a glowy bronzer, especially like Too Faced Sun Bunny is one of my all-time favorites. The Chocolate Soleil one and the Knot Matte, I love it. So yeah, it's definitely performing much better now that I have set my complexion. It has a beautiful warmth to it, but I don't feel like it's too much. And I definitely love the glow that it has. That is really, really pretty. And then, of course, I like to bronze up my nose. Okay, so blending well. I love the little bit of a luminous quality to it. I think even if you have oily skin, though, you guys, I don't feel like it's overtly glowy. I don't feel like it's too much. You know, there's not an actual shimmer or glitter or anything like that to it. It's literally just this kind of little soft glowy veil, if you will. Okay. I like that a lot now that we used it right. Next up, I'm going to go into the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Blush in the shade Sweet Cheeks. I've used IT Cosmetics for probably 15 to 20 years at least. So you can see it's a soft kind of peach. Texture's kind of hard. Oh, okay, and it's quite glowy. This reminds me of maybe what NARS Orgasm is supposed to be. We're going to test this out. And again, it's supposed to help blur the pores, hence pores no more. So I'm going to load up my brush and tap it off. Oh, pretty. Now, by the end of the day, because I'm using glowy on top of glowy on top of glowy, this may be a shit show. We shall see. Oh, I love the glow in this. I am going to test the highlight just because I, you know, obviously have it for the video. But on an everyday basis, I feel like I would stop here in regard to glow on the complexion. Especially once I spray it. I do feel like it is actually blurring my pores too. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Ooh, I like that. Okay, and then we're going to spray our complexion one more time, as I always do, prior to going in with our highlight. Yeah, I definitely would leave this as is if I were not testing the Huda Beauty, you know, highlight. Oh, that is so pretty together. Oh, okay, I like it. Next up, we're going to go into the Huda Beauty Glow Obsessions Mini Face Palette. I don't know, is it just called Mini Face Palette? We'll open it and see. Okay, that is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't like the packaging. I don't like packaging that has somebody's face on it. I just don't. That's a personal, you know, nitpicky type of thing. But yeah, I don't like it. So it just says light. Okay, I guess it was light. Light Glow Obsessions Mini Face Palette, Ultra Fine Pearls, Dewy Shimmer, Lightweight. So let's open this up. I do love Huda Beauty's products. Everything I've ever tried from them, I love. Her eyeshadow formula is one of my favorites. So it is a beautiful little quad. And then we have a soft kind of more icy shade, a more pinky kind of mauve shade, a champagne-y shade, and then a deeper kind of golden shade. So we'll swatch those really quickly. Okay, so that is our 4 shades up close. Oh, those are pretty. And I know a lot of people don't like face palettes or palettes with, you know, multiple types of shades in them because they're like, hey, I can't use every shade. That is our swatches. I don't mind that. I like it as long as I know that I can use a couple of the shades as far as what their intended purpose is for, then I'm cool with it. Because even with something like this, if it's too light for you, use it for an inner corner highlight. Use it for a brow bone pop, you know, highlight. If it's too deep for you, same thing. Use it for an eyeshadow or things like that. So I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to do this shade right here. And guys, I don't know what the shades are, so I do apologize, but I'm going to go in right here. I don't know how much to use, and I'm already feeling kind of glowy, y'all. And I'm literally going to keep this at the very, very back of my cheek. Whoa, that's a little intense. Yeah, I'm so nervous that when I start sweating, this is going to look like an absolute garbage fest, okay? And I am going to tell you, it's kind of a little chunky in here. Like, I don't feel like I'm really picking up a whole lot. But she is intense, honey. I don't feel like it's like going on kind of chunky on the complexion. I just wanted to note that I feel like I'm not picking up a whole lot. I feel like this is something that would get kind of hard pan easily. We'll test that theory down the line. Okay, I like it overall. I feel like I'm a little too glowy right now, only because I feel like in a couple hours it's going to be a shit show. We shall see. Also, if you're still here, I appreciate you, and I'm so sorry. I know these videos are long, but go get you another snack. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait. Okay. Next up, we're going into the Huda Beauty BombBrows Microshade Brow Pencil. I did get the shade 4 Light Brown. Hopefully this is the right shade. So we're going to dive into this. Oh, I already like the packaging. That is super cool. And it is dual-ended. We have the incredibly fine. Oh, that's very fine. Holy shit. I thought the Benefit Precisely My Brow was super small, you guys. There we go. Look how tiny. Oh my god. That is incredibly tiny, which I'm fine with. And then a brow spoolie on the other end. I always just go in with my little throwaway applicators and I bend them to the kind of like the shape that I like, and I use them like this. So, I mean, that's my preferred, method, but you do you. I'm going to brush the hairs up. And recently, especially, if I am going out somewhere, I'm literally going to go grocery shopping or something like that. I've only been just taking a brow pen and literally flicking it through the area right here where I'm pretty sparse at. And if I do use a brow pencil, it's only right through here. So we're going to go for it. I always, if I am doing it kind of traditional for me, I always come right underneath. And I like a more stiff, firm pencil. One that is pigmented but isn't like super creamy. It doesn't get chunky. It doesn't break off in the brows. I really like this so far. So it is slightly more firm, like I like. I definitely could have gone up a shade. It's definitely a little light, I feel like, for me. And then I always go in and just kind of fill in. And I add just a couple little tiny hairs at the beginning of my brow. Okay, I don't mind it. I don't feel like as much pigment is kind of coming off. But it also may be because I bought the wrong shade. So I'm just not really seeing it. Okay, well, I'll do the other brow off camera, but I also quickly want to try Makeup Forever Brow Gel, the Tinted Brow Groomer. And I guess it's supposed to have like fibers in it, and I did get the clear. I got this in my boxy pop-up, and I did kind of run it through my brows that day, but I didn't actually do the brows or like style the brows or like test it out or anything like that. So I did say that day, I don't like the wand. I do not like it at all. It's really short right here, long right here. You can see the fibers in this. I think you can see them. But you can see one side is shorter, one side is longer. I like a teeny tiny brow wand, you guys. But I am going to go in with the shorter side first, I think. I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. And then we'll go with the longer side. And of course, I'm not going to see a whole lot in regard to like pigmentation and things like that. But I wanted to see how it wears. And it is kind of holding them up in place. Okay, so I'm going to do this brow and then I'll BRB. All right, beauties, we are back. I don't like that brow pencil. I thought it was the shade, so I wasn't really seeing it. But even trying to kind of rub it out on my hand, and sometimes you have to kind of warm a product like that up. No, it is quite dry, you guys, quite stiff. So I don't like it. I'm so sorry. I did go on and prime with my ABH eye primer, and I'm going to be testing out a palette that Kate sent me. Kate, right here is her beautiful face, in our UK swap box. This is the Yasmin palette by Myali Beauty. So we're going to dive in with this. I'm very excited. So let's open her up. Oh, it's so pretty. So it does not have a mirror. I'm cool with that. It does feel pretty weighted, which I do like, and it does fold all the way back, which I also love. So I feel like this is the perfect like spring, summertime palette. I also feel like you could definitely deepen it up and kind of make it a little bit more grungy, do smoky looks, and also kind of transition into like fall time. I think it's beautiful. So I'm going to dive in first. I think I'm going to do purples. Yes, because this Myali shade right here, let me at least swatch this one for y'all real quick. Ooh, very pretty, very pretty. But this Myali shade was definitely calling my name. I love any type of a really pretty duochrome type of shade. So that is what that looks like. Yeah, I'm excited. So I think I'm going to go purples. So I'm going to go into Red Kite first, right here. And we'll go on with a fluffy brush so it doesn't go on super heavily pigmented, because I don't know how pigmented this is going to be, honey. Zero Kickback. And the color on the brush seems quite pigmented. Oh, thank God I went in light-handed. Oh my God. And that is a good tip too, you guys. If you go in with a nice open fluffy brush and hold it kind of further down on the brush, you're going to not get as much pigment onto the lid. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, that blended like an absolute freaking dream. And then I'm kind of, whatever just, you know, a little bit of product is left, not going back in. I'm going to kind of take it over to here. And I don't want to intensify this because I'm going to go in with a much darker shade. So I think I'm okay keeping this pretty sheer. But I do imagine that you could definitely build it up considerably. I think I'm going to go into... hopefully that's Snow Sheen. Hopefully I'm saying that right here. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to barely tap in because they're quite pigmented. And I'm going to come just slightly under and lightly press it in. Again, holding my brush further down and using an open fluffy brush. Okay, these blend out really damn nicely. I know there's only 2 shades, but especially with, I feel like, deeper purples. I find it with greens and purples, sometimes reds as well. They will start to kind of get patchy and muddy, kind of stick in place. They don't always blend together with each other, meaning a light purple, medium purple, you know, a deep purple, etc. But these are blending perfectly. I'm going to go into Nadia right down here, which is the deep purple. I'm still in this same exact brush. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, that's pretty. And I will use, you know, a couple of these obviously in their more kind of intended or deeper form of themselves, like on the lower lash line and stuff. I'm not trying to look crazy to go to the damn grocery store, y'all. And when I'm testing a new, you know, palette, new brand for me, it's all about, for me, the blendability and the staying power. If I sit here, I don't care if it takes me 5 minutes, 25 minutes, or 55 minutes to do my eyeshadow look. If I do my makeup and 5 or 10 minutes later, everything is literally already off of my lids, it pisses me off. I don't care if it costs $5 or $500. That is my kind of main thing. Even if something doesn't always blend out the absolute best, you can typically get it to work. But yeah, the staying power, that's what's important to me. I'm going to go back into the Red Kite. And again, I'm going very, very lightly. I'm going to tap off my brush. And just intensify it just a tiny, tiny bit. I will say, if you have very fair, light skin, I don't know how friendly this is going to be on your complexion. I definitely think this is more geared towards medium to deeper skin tones. But again, if you go in with a super open fluffy brush and hold it at the bottom of the brush, you're not going to get as deep a level of pigmentation. And then I'm going to go in with a clean brush, one that is slightly smaller. And I'm going to use little teeny tiny round circular motions. And basically I'm just making sure that everything is blended well. We have no harsh edges, things like that. I'm going to stay in this brush. I'm going to go into the same color, the red kite. And I'm going to bring it to the lower lash line. Yeah, these are quite pigmented. Even going in with a really light hand, I can already tell you right now that these would be intense if you wanted them to be. And then also in with Nadia again, same brush. I'm going to keep the Nadia closer to the actual outer corner. Yeah, like even, I mean, just dabbing, you guys, is quite pigmented. Ooh, okay, I like this a lot, you guys. I'm impressed, not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go in with the Myali shade. I'm very excited to test this one out. And I'm gonna leave the inner corner open because I do wanna try the white shade. So I'm gonna start about here. And my preferred method always for metallic and shimmer shades is to use my finger. You can go in and use a flat shader brush as well. You can wet your brush. I personally feel like, and in my experience have seen, that when you do it with your finger, you definitely get the highest level of pigmentation. Oh, that is so beautiful, you guys. And then whatever little bit's left on my finger, I'm going to gently kind of press it in up here. That is gorgeous. And then I'm going to go into Munaza. Hope I'm saying that right. And it looks like it's got a, yeah, it does. It's a sheer base, and then it's like got a little bit of white in it, and then like a purpley lilac shade. Oh, wow, that purple pops on this. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Oh, I like that a lot. I am for this going to go in with a little teeny tiny pencil brush, just so I can get in there. I'm going to put this in the inner corner, bring it down to the lower lash line ever so slightly. And you guys know everything I put in the inner corner, or anything I put in the inner corner, I'm also going to flick it up. To me, it just makes the blend look a little bit better. I'm going to go in with my pinky. Oh, I cannot wait for y'all to see this up close. Oh my word, honey. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm going to do this eye and I'll BRB. All right, beauties, we're back. Y'all, I really like this palette a whole lot. Like that duochrome shade with that beautiful kind of pop of blue in there. Oh, it is so stinking pretty. So next up, we're going to go into mascara, and then we have lips. We are in the home stretch, y'all. Don't give up on mama now, okay? By the way, how are y'all doing? How's everything going? So it's a standard eyelash curler. It does feel kind of stiff to me, not gonna lie, so I'm a little nervous. And I do have two different shaped eyes, which is always fun when you're doing your eye makeup and curling your lashes. Okay, it feels quite comfortable. Feels quite tight. Whoa, that worked really well. Okay, and then this is the Ico Lash Alert Mascara. Wake up and go. Wake up your eyes with a fiber enhanced formula infused with caffeine, arginine, and something to stimulate lash growth. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. That's cool. I think I tried one mascara from them before in the past that I got like in an empty bag, and it was not my favorite. Okay, I do like the wand. It is a curl wand. I don't feel like I'm going to get a whole lot of volume, which is, you know, of course, what I kind of prefer in a mascara. I will say it is a more dry formula. I can already tell that. Okay. It kind of feels too dry. I don't know if it's old or something. I got it in my boxy pop, but... Huh. Okay. It's okay. I definitely think it's more the curl that was already in my lashes, but it is pretty. I'm getting definitely some length. I don't feel like it's super black though, and it is quite dry. If you tried this before, I don't want to rule it out and say that it's just a shitty mascara, but if you've tried it before, please let me know if you feel like it was incredibly dry. Either that or BoxyCharm sold me old ass mascara. I like it overall though, for sure. Ooh, the bottom lashes look amazing. Huh, okay. So there's before. And after. Yeah, I definitely think curling them helped out a lot. I do like the brush. I just feel like it's super dry, you guys. And I forgot to curl this one. I'm doing really well today, guys. We know it's always a shit show here. Actually, it's probably okay. Let's see if we kind of get the curl and the lift that we got without actually curling our lashes. Okay, I mean, overall, I like it. Again, it's very dry and not quite as black, but I still think it's really pretty nonetheless. It did give a little bit of curl, even on this side, and the length is nice. Excuse hubby's truck if you hear hubby's truck. Sorry. And then last but not least, we're going to dive in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics. I got the liquid lipstick in the shade Absolutely and the lip liner in the shade Chai Tea. Hopefully they're complementary to one another. I haven't tried a whole lot of her newer product, but I do absolutely love her highlight formula. The Flash palette is fantastic. No, nothing to write home about. Kind of, you know, pretty standard packaging. I do like the Jaclyn on there. And again, this is the shade Chai Tea. It is a standard pencil. Ooh, very creamy. And you guys know I'm more of a warm tone beauty, so it's probably not going to match the eyes, but we're going to go with it. Okay, that I like. Nice and creamy, but not so creamy that, you know, I feel like it's just going everywhere. It didn't pull or tug on the lips, and I like the shade, not with these eyes. My bad. And then we're going to go with the liquid lipstick in Absolutely. The packaging is nice. It is a really pretty ombre, clear to black. I do like the font. It looks like it's already kind of separated in here. I always shake my liquid lipsticks. You guys know this before I use them. Okay, yeah, I didn't break it up at all, so that makes me slightly nervous. We're going to go in. I do like the doe foot applicator. Oh, they smell divine, honey. Smells like baked goods. Oh, I like it. I can always tell if I'm going to like a liquid lipstick just as soon as I rub my lips together, because it has that kind of little oily slip that I like personally in a liquid lipstick. Ooh, yeah, I like that a lot. I don't feel like it dries down too fast. It feels quite soft. It feels light. We'll give it a second to dry down and we'll see what happens. Excuse, this is one look and this is another look. Yeah, don't get me in them comments, okay, honey? And while we're waiting for this to set down and see what happens with it, I'm gonna test out the new Professional Super Setter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. This multitasking microfine mist leaves the skin feeling smooth, refreshed, and hydrated, locks in makeup for 16 hours, instantly blurs your pores, and feels weightless. And it is also alcohol free. So, shake her up. Oh, that is incredibly fine. And a pretty wide spray radius as well. I do have a fan right above me, you guys, but ignore that. Oh, that's incredibly fine. Oh. Oh, you guys, that really, wow. Okay, it is weightless. The mist is ultra fine. I definitely feel like everything just kind of came to life after that. It smells really, really nice too. Okay, I like that. We'll see, of course, how the makeup wears and everything. This is not setting down yet, which kind of I don't like. And it's feeling a little tacky on the lips. Oh, I don't like that. The way that it went on, I love the shade. I love. I think the lip liner to the lipstick, I think I picked complementary colors to one another. I like the oily slip that it had to it upon first application, and I don't feel like it feels dry, but it's not drying down just yet. And I don't like that. Like, you can see my lips sticking together. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll come back later and update you guys. And if I happen to forget, then I will pin a comment. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, overall, I love everything except for the brow pencil. That is an absolute no for me. It literally just, there's no pigment to it. And it was way too hard for me. And then the lipstick, we'll see what happens. The color's nice. The texture has been nice, but it's not setting down just yet. And most liquid lipsticks, even as they're setting down, they don't feel like this. It feels incredibly sticky, you guys. And that may be something that doesn't bother you. I don't like that. The eyeshadow palette, I love. The mascara is just okay. I again think maybe possibly mine is old. The lash curler I really love. Everything else I love. So only a couple misses this time, you guys. Only a couple. So I will update you on this. Again, I'm sorry it doesn't match. I should have done a different look with the eyes. I didn't realize. Duh. But that's it. Let me know what you guys think. We'll get up close and personal, and then I'll bid you adieu. All right, beauties, so that is it. Thank y'all so much. I know my first impression videos are hella long. Thank you for sticking around. I love and value you so much. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.